I'm back, and you're with Cooking with the Wooders, and I have seafood dressing that I'm doing today. Okay, so let me get started. We have crawfish tails, and this is about 12 ounces. We have Cajun smoked sausage, and it's fully cooked. We have crab meat. We have minced parsley. It's already chopped up, so I don't have to worry about it. We have cilantro. We have fresh cut onion. It comes like this. See how small it is? This is why I like it so much, because it's so small. Because I don't like big chunks of nothing. This is Slap Your Mama. We have this. Cayenne pepper. Ground black pepper. Garlic pepper. Garlic powder. Forgive me, y'all. We have sage. This is rubbing sage, but I like the ones when they come a little bit more flakier than this. And then I have this type of sage too, because I don't know which one I want to use. I'll make my mind up soon. We have onion salt. Supposed to be onion powder. I have to switch this here. It's supposed to be onion powder. So I'm going to switch this. Ignore that one. We have herb seasoned classic stuffing. Make sure you get the ones with the herb in it, because this is what it's going to take. They have herb and spices already in it. We have crab boil. We have cream of shrimp. See? Campbell cream of shrimp. We have Cajun pepper. We have cream of mushroom. We have Old Bay season. And we have my go-to butter. I love it so much. And we have fresh onion. This is the green onion. This is fresh green onion. It's already chopped. H-E-B have this here now that it comes this way, where this is chopped, the parsley, everything is chopped. And we have fresh cut 3 different peppers. We have the yellow, the orange, and the red. I see yellow, orange, and red. So I see this here now. And I see the green ones in there too. So it should be 4 different kinds. 1, 2, 3. Should be 4 different kinds, because I see orange, red, and yellow. So this right here is going to give it color. Okay? And we have shrimp. Now I'm using this size shrimp. If you want to use them a little bigger, you can, because I'm going to cut it. Now I'm going to show you this right here. You're going to peel your shrimp. A lot of people don't know how to peel shrimp, but this is how I peel shrimp. Then when you get all the way to the bottom, take this here, hold this here like this here, and it comes right off. Okay? And you use your shrimp shells for your water. Put it in your water, and that's going to make your base for your dressing, because you're going to need that in there. And we also I'm going to put 2 eggs in the dressing when we start putting it together. So this is how you peel shrimp, and you use the shell. Now if it had the head on it, you would use the head too. So if you want to, get it with the head on it too, and that helps a whole lot. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and I'm going to cut my shrimp up Just like this. See that? Oh, I got to devein it. Let me devein these shrimp first, and I will be back. Okay, everyone, on my other video, I was doing shrimp boat. I tried to show everyone how to devein the shrimp. So I'm going to show you this right here. You have to cut this out of the shrimp to clean it, because you must clean your shrimp. And this is the way you're going to do it. A lot of people don't do this. A lot of people just take and just peel the shell off and leave this. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's their intestines or whatever. You know, it's just nasty. Don't do it. Clean it this way and get all of this here out. Okay, so we're going to put a stick of butter. And this stick of butter right here, we're going to add a little cilantro. I like cilantro. And we're going to add a little parsley. I just want just a little bit. I don't want a lot. We're going to add the green onion. This is your green onion. It's already chopped up. Look at it. I'm going to add some of that in here. Just about a half a cup right here. That's what that looks like, a half a cup. Then we're going to add the peppers. I'm going to add all of these to it. Then we're going to add the onion. Then we're going to add all of the onions. The whole thing of onions. That's about 7 ounces. Net weight 7 ounces. 1.5 cup it says. Okay. And this right here was how many? What's this say? Does it say anything? No, it doesn't. It says 7 ounces. It's probably 1.5 cups of this. But you're just doing that just for color. Okay, we're going to let this here go ahead and cook. And go ahead and cut your oven on to 350 because it's going to cook on 350. Okay, I already have my shrimps boiling right here in this pot. The shells from the shrimp is boiling in this pot. So you put some of your Old Bay in there. Don't put too much now. You put too much, it'll overpower everything because you know it's really, really spicy. So you don't want to do that. So you put that on in there and let it go ahead on finish boiling. Okay, we're going to put Slap Your Mama. This is Slap Your Mama. That's 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. And then what you can do, if you need to, you probably going to need to add in more when you start mixing it in. Okay, so then we're going to do some Old Bay. Put you about 2 teaspoons of Old Bay in there while it's cooking. Okay, and then you mix it on up, and then when this here finished sauteing up some, then I'm going to come back. Okay, so I already cooked my cornbread. Now the best type of cornbread to buy is that self-rising cornbread. Because you don't need no baking soda, you don't need no baking powder in there. None of that. You don't need none of that in there. You need you're going to use buttermilk, flour, and egg. And that's all you need. And it is definitely going to rise on its own. So this is my cornbread right here. And I'm breaking it up now. My hands are clean now. I done cleaned my hands up because I have my shrimps over there in the water. But I already done cleaned up my hands. So we need to break this here up. The crust is what makes good cornbread. And I'm not making a lot. I'm only making a little bit. Okay, I'm back. So I have the cornbread already done. So if you want to take, and when you're making that self-rising cornbread, you can put your little sugar and cinnamon in it, or if you just want a little sugar, if you want some honey. Now I'm getting ready to put in the herb seasoned classic stuffing. That's going in. Okay? Then we're going to put the cream of shrimp in. All of this goes in. Then we're going to use cream of mushroom. That's going in. Then we're going to put, I guess I'm going to use this sage right here. We're going to put us a, I don't know, 1 or 2. There we go. We're going to put us 1/4 of a teaspoon of sage in there. Okay, don't use a whole lot of sage because sage will overpower everything. We're going to do some garlic powder. This will be about a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, after you get all this here mixed, this is Cajun pepper. This is going to be about a teaspoon of Cajun pepper. And we're going to put some, we're going to put us a teaspoon of slap your mama. That's going in. Yo. Teaspoon of that. Then we're going to use a teaspoon of Old Bay. That's going in. And then, okay, now I'm going to separate my shells away from the shrimp. And the reason why you do this here, you want to make sure you catch it and it's separate because you're going to use the broth from the shrimp to put in here. Now watch this here. Let's mix this here on up and see what I get. Yeah. And then if you don't have enough shrimp broth, you can always use low sodium chicken broth if you don't have enough of the shrimp broth. Let me see. Okay. Because you want to keep this here where you don't want it soupy. Always remember that. You don't want it soupy because the cornbread mix is going to sop up most of your broth. Most of that shrimp broth is just going to sop it on up. So that's almost about 4 4 cups, almost about 5 cups there. You're gonna need enough. Okay, now we're gonna take and put all the seasonings in there. The bell pepper, the onion. All of this is going in there. Okay, see how that is? Okay, so we're going to mix all this in. It smells so good. All this here is going to get mixed in. See that? I'm going to need some more of this shrimp broth in there. So it can go ahead and get all mixed up. Because you want it really mixed up. And if you want to add a little bit more color to it, which I should have, got me some more red peppers and some more yellow peppers, and it's up to you. You do what you want. You fix this the way you want. And if you want to make this here dressing and then you take it and make a saucy dressing, you can do that. Or if you just want to take and with your seafood, if you want to take and just make shrimp, just put shrimp. And if you want to take it and just put turkey meat, get you some of that good smoked turkey meat on the leg. And then put it in the oven or boil it or whatever and use the juice from there. Okay, we're going to need us a little bit more, because we want to make it just right. Okay, let me taste this here and see what it tastes like and see what else I need to add in there. Okay, now you're going to take your 2 eggs. Put your 2 eggs in there. And when you're in your own kitchen cooking, you can cook the way you want to cook. You know, and you can use your gloves and everything, but I'm in my kitchen and I'm cooking and I'm doing this here good. Okay, you mix your eggs up. You got 2 eggs. You mix them up. You're going to put that in there. Then you mix all that up together. Stir it up, mix it up. Okay, I've washed my shrimp. I cleaned my shrimp up. I deveined my shrimp. So now I'm going to put in the shrimp. And I cut my shrimp up this much. I just cut them in pieces so they can be bite-sized. My sashi, I cut them up. So when you pick it up, it's good. My crawfish, I rinsed that off out the bag because I really don't, there's something about that flavor to it that I really don't like. So I rinsed them off so I can put those in here because still got some water in there. And I'm putting this here in there because I want every time you take a bite, you're gonna taste this here. So let me finish and mix this on up here. Okay, and what you do, you just keep mixing it. Just mix it up. Make sure it's mixed up really good. Go all the way to the bottom. Turn it over. See that? All the way to the bottom. Turn it over because you want every time someone digs in, you want to make sure that it's there. Let me taste this here. That tastes good. Or maybe I'm going to add me a little bit more obey to it. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit more of this Old Bay, because I feel it needs a little bit more Old Bay add to it, so I can make sure, because you know this is going to be a seafood dressing, and I want that flavor to be up in there. And let me get a little bit more of this here Slap Your Mama, put that in there. Okay, and another thing I'm going to use some filet. Okay, I'm going to use some of this here filet, because what I'm doing, I'm looking for a certain type of flavor, and I'm not reaching what I want. So I'm just going to use me about a teaspoon of filet, just so I can make it pop some. Just a certain thing I'm looking for in this here. You can put anything you want in it, as long as it makes it pop. That's what I like. And then while you're tasting it, while you're cooking it and you're tasting it, then you know that it's going to be good when it's cooked. And remember, shrimp can make a little water, so it's going to make it moist. And you know, we done put the cream mushroom in there, we done put cream of shrimp in there, so that's going to keep it really, really moist. Look at that. Oh my God, that looks so good. Then that shrimp flavor going to come through there. Then all of the seafood flavor is going to come through there. Okay, let me give me another taste. This is clean fork, y'all. Don't think it's not clean, but it's clean. I just went and got me another one, because I got to taste this here. That's it. That's it. I'm finished. Okay, I'm finished. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this here and I'm going to put it in the oven. And I'm going to bake it on 350 for about 1.5 hours. And what you do, you take and you look at it, and when it comes a little brown on top, you know it's ready. Okay, so I'll be back when it's ready. Okay, everybody, we back. And I'm finished. And everything here is finished. Okay, this is how it turns out. Okay, now I had to take these here and put them in 2, because my daughter said she wanted one, and I'm going to give her one to take home. And I had forgot to add the crab meat. Now I've been at work since 5 o'clock this morning, and it is now 7:11 at night, and I'm doing this here because I'm getting this together for my sister, because it was her birthday November 3rd. And so I said, well, why not make a video on the dressing, on the seafood dressing? And I decided to do it. And at the same time, you know, when you're tired, you can't remember nothing. So here it is. This is the seafood dressing. Look at that. Look how moist it is. Everything. You got all your seafood all right here and things. Let me taste this here real quick, because it's still kind of hot here. Let me get me some shrimp. Lord Jesus. It's good. The shrimps are good. I taste it all. So remember, you can take this dressing, get the self-rising cornbread mix. Follow the instructions on that. If you want sugar in that cornbread and you want to fix it at home, put your little sugar in it. at home just to have the cornbread, because it makes out real good. And use buttermilk with it. It makes it turn out real good. If you want honey in your cornbread mix, do that. Now, if you want to fix the dressing, follow the instructions on the self-rise cornmeal, because it is good and it rises perfect and everything. And if you're going to do your dressing the way I showed you. You don't have to add in all that whatever. If you just want chicken, sausage, smoked turkey, crawfish, whichever type of seafood you want, put it in there. If you want oysters added to it, add your oysters and things to it, because it is the bomb. And I thank y'all so much for taking out your time and watching this here. And don't forget to push subscribe and like. Oh, and another thing, let's go with this positive thing that I like to leave at the end of my videos. A lot of people are going through things. We losing family members, and I've noticed that this year. And we're losing people that are very, very close to us. But the way I look at things is that them are memories that we have of our family. And we're going to keep that strong in our life, and we're going to stay strong in our life so we can keep going on and keep being strong. You know, it's kind of hard sometimes when you lose someone, but at the same time, we know they're in a better place and they're making a place for us. And we're going to survive a lot of things out here. So, what I'm telling you is that go to someone, talk, whatever you feel in the inside of your heart. Talk to someone, share how you feel. Let someone listen to you. But don't talk to anyone that don't have it all. You know, because they'll tell you something really stupid, and we don't want to hear nothing stupid. We want someone to understand how we feel. Okay? So, all from that, enjoy the shrimp casserole, and bon appetit, baby.